सर मैं ये पूछना चाहती हूँ, I'd like to ask, a lot of villages are adopted by certain nationalized banks, but the moment there are 2 to 3 defaulters in those villages, the entire village has to pay for it, and the banks refuse to give the other people in those villages, they may be farmers, they may be youth, loans based on the fact that the other two people from that particular village have defaulted. And then when they take the grievance to the collector often says that this is not, ये मेरे नियंत्रण में नहीं है, it is under the नियंत्रण of the RBI. Because of which a lot of villages have not been able to avail of the facility of the Mudra loan. So, Madam Prime Minister, will something be done about this? And if there are just 2 defaulters in the village, will the entire village have to pay the price for those 2 people who have defaulted and not be able to get loans in the future?
Honourable Speaker, sir, the Honourable Member's case doesn't seem to fit in the way in which banking operation work. But if in case this is happening in her area, I will take it very seriously up, sir. This is absolutely not the way in which Mudra loan disbursement happens, nor can the banks go about saying if there are people who have defaulted, 1 or 2 in a village, the whole village. I'm not sure, this is not the written practice, ma'am, but of course if this is happening, and I take the honourable member's word every bit seriously, I like to take the inputs and see, get into the details of it, sir.
Question number.
Permit me to answer this question, sir. The honourable member was right in saying the interest rate is a range that we've given, that it is in the public sector banks, it's about 9.15% to 12.80%. And for the private sector banks, it's about 6.96 to 28%. But we do have a mechanism through which we understand what is going on the ground. Every year data is collected and banks do follow it up. But of course this recovery harassment is something which I want to very clearly put it on the table. Very welcome if the honourable member has instances of harassment going on somewhere, which we will definitely attend to. But no, the NPA numbers I am willing to give here, because the honourable members asked, I will certainly give it. But recovery, harassment is something which we've been very closely monitoring, and I can say for sure, the public sector banks are very closely monitored, so also the NBFCs. But as I said, if there are cases, we are very willing to hear it. Sir, the NPA issue, we do have a system with which we collect the data. I want to put it before the honourable member through you, sir. The PM Mudra loan NPA on disbursement, and I will give it for every year since 2018-19, 19-20, 20-21, up to 23-24. So if anything, the NPA is only coming down. The public sector bank NPA on disbursement for Mudra loan was 3.76 in the year 18-19. Gradually, it did go up to about 4.8 in 1920, 2021 it went to 4.77, but now it's back to 3.4, in fact lower than what it was at the beginning in 23-24. Now, private sector commercial banks, sir, Mudra loan NPAs were 0.67% in 18-19, it went up to about 1.77, 2021, the COVID year. Now even for them it's come down to 0.95%. RRBs also give Mudra loan. They had a 3.86% in 18-19 as NPA at disbursement, which has come down now for the RRBs to 2.47%. Small finance banks also give Mudra loans, and for them NPA on disbursement is 3.38%, which went up to 3.09%, which actually reached to 0.39 during 2021, highest being in 18-19, but that has come down to 0.76%. So I want to highlight the fact that, sir, even state cooperative banks are giving PM Mudra loans. NBFCs, whose rate of interest is slightly higher than the public sector banks, even there, the NPA on disbursement was in 18-19 0.47, which has now come to 0.96 2.2. Overall on Mudra loans, sir, it is at 2.10%, the NPA on disbursement.